No, please! No! Please! 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 Please!
Skeleton.
Shit so badly.
I don't think we should be here. It's like a private road or something.
What's this?
It says
We need Stephen.
it says Beddington.
Get back in! What's what? What?
I see lights.
Go, 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 go! Go!
James?
Point the camera at me.
James?
Point the camera at me.
James,
What are you doing? Turn it back on.
it's not there. I can't.
Turn the bloody lights
Hello everyone, welcome to another creepy review video. Here we're reviewing on a short film series with 4 of them. This is mostly called No Through Road. This was mostly started up in 2009, since this was mostly the new start for a series. Well, let's get to it. Well, this starts with these type of followings of how this all happened, of how this tape was found. And now this starts with 4 friends, well 4 teenagers who are mostly going for a drive because they're just going somewhere at night for no reason, until we see some of these glitches from their previous videos, from their previous recordings in their time before something bad happened. Hours or minutes go by and they mostly found something that will change their lives. They made it to some sort of tunnel that has a sign called No Through Road. They just ignored all of it and decided to go through. But that's a big mistake. They had to go in, because for when they go in, something just changed. So they mostly keep driving around the road until they saw a sign that leads back to the tunnel, which means something's not right. And so they went back to that tunnel, but they didn't go through yet. And one of them tried to turn on the light or something until something changed. They saw a figure down to the tunnel chasing them. And then the camera shakes and it just stood up. But we don't see that much of what's going on. It only shows the teenagers are screaming. And that means they're being attacked by this unknown person. And then we found another part of the screen video with one of the survivors who are mostly escaping until that didn't work for him. He mostly saw a figure with a mask just hit them. So that's the end of that time, but it's not over yet. It only shows what happens after him. Because this unknown person, whoever it is holding a camera and smashing it onto the guy's face, mostly killing him. And to the sequel, we're mostly going through a time that takes place a time year early. And this time, in the sequel, takes place months or years later, with two people, with one of them who mostly is a survivor from the first film. And they're going back to that same road where they paying respects to the dead people, mostly their friends. And so they began to go around to find out the tunnel or something. But at night, one of the other survivors made it out. And it was the same person who died from the first film, but survived for some reason. And so something changed in the ending that he's been out for like 3 hours or something. And who knows what happens there, but till we get to the third film, that does show us about it. While they keep driving at night, something's changed ever since they keep passing through that sign. Because something, they would keep going back and it shows the same sign every single time, and it's like they're being stuck for some reason. Until they saw the figure again, and now they drive towards him and try to hit him, but didn't. It disappeared into a glitch, and it takes them back to the tunnel, and it stops there until it shows it all in the final film. After their car had been crashed, they had to hide, but until they discover a shed where that person's been hiding in. They discover so many rituals masked around. They left the place until they went back to the tunnel and they noticed a figure standing there. But there's a car stopping. Those people in that car are the same people from the first film. And so those three had to get out there without helping them. One of them left them with the mask, and two others need to hide in the field, but one of the survivors tried to make this camera person not to be seen or anything because he wasn't part of this. And that person with the mask decided to hide as well because he gotta do something important that will stop this. And it followed up the same thing that happened in the first one from the ending, the end of that survivors from getting attacked. Till that time, he didn't appear. Until this last person with the camera turns around and saw the person again. And it ends there. So what does this all mean? Well, that could be another reason. Like, if we go back to the fourth one, it shows this type of ritual, how this all started. We look at those symbols that's playing, which means whoever this person is started a ritual, took something to have some sort of time travel, something that's some sort of force field that keeps people going back in time. Well, not like going back into the past, but like it keeps them from the same timeline. Whoever the person is, they try to do something, but with those other masks, I mean there could be more of them out there. But if not, who knows? So ever since the first one started, he's been disturbing by those people, those teenagers who coming into the tunnel. That's when he tried to stop them, mostly kill them, of course. But in that ending, the last one who managed to get out there got attacked, and that person was himself from the fourth one, which means he explained that in the fourth one that he much tried to stop this. Whatever that means, everything he was wearing a mask or something, who knows that I could be his older self in the first one. That guy with the mask and the hat could be his older self. Whoever, why? Because he knows something may happen if he didn't try to stop it. So he managed to try to kill himself from the past, so he won't prevent himself to become the killer. But that didn't work so well because he decided to make himself as a killer because he was out of his mind. But what about the other survivor with the air mask who managed to hide? We don't know. He might have died or he may become another mask man, part of the ritual. Because in the ending, that guy with the mask and the hat looks a bit different from the first one. So, like I said, with all those masks in the shed, that means there are more of them out there. Because there's a large ritual. So, this ritual, they had to create some sort of time travel or some sort of time space that create when people go through the tunnel, they went back in time, back to the same present they just went through. But what happened to the ending with this main character? What happened to him? Well, he could be dead. There's no way there could be a fifth one if it would make no sense. So, the fourth one is the last time we ever see this type of series, and it makes a lot of sense a bit. Besides, only something wrong with the second, that since he was mostly found alive, that he been out for like 3 hours, which means he kind of went through to the tunnel and went back to the future or something, which could be true, or maybe not. Or that could be his older self from the future. Besides, if they just keep going every single time loop, what happened to the other ones before the ones in the first film? Like, what happened to the ones in their own timeline? What happened to those other characters? We may not know. So that's all I got for this creepy reveal video. I hope you all enjoy it. This is Lord of Flames here. I'll see you guys next time. Bye folks. Have a wonderful day.